So if you need a fix, I'll have pressure to him. I put the pressure to him. They don't learn their lesson, do they? We teach that class, they kiss our ass cause they can't get it.
Where y'all be going, yeah? I'm not really good at speaking patois, unlike the person I'm going to be talking about right now. Apparently, dance hall artist Spice official says she no longer masturbates due to fear of sex demons. Okay, so before I even talk about this, let's go ahead and see exactly what she said.
Now, was it taboo to masturbate for you, like growing up? You know, like to play with yourself. Was that ever an issue?
So I used to play with myself, but when I got older and I found out what comes with it, I stopped.
What comes with it? Yeah.
I don't want people to think I'm crazy.
No, we want to know.
But it's there. You know, when you masturbate, you're having sex with a sex demon, like, you know.
Really? I never heard that.
Put it up on your phone. It's a sex demon called Incubus. Incubus and Succubus. So you have a male sex demon and a female sex demon.
Okay.
So when you masturbate, you're having sex with a male sex demon.
Wow.
Yeah, and it also will be in a relationship with you and cause problem in your actual relationship.
Is that demon masturbation?
Well, I'm not having a problem with my actual relationship, but I masturbate a lot.
Yeah, my love. You have to look more than
here we go. It's on Twitter. Masturbation is sex with demons. It defiles and destroys your body.
To Satan and sex.
I think you could find anything you want to find on the internet, though, because we could find the exact opposite.
No, but if you Google and
what about a sex angel?
Sex angel. Well, I read up on it a lot. So I'm a big on reader. Read up on it. It's called Incubus and Succubus or something like that.
I'm so interested in this now.
I feel like I've seen some incubus and succubus porn.
Succubus? Yeah. It's a sex demon that really literally will have sex with you, fall in love with you, everything, and it will mash up your relationship. So when your man have sex with you, it causes
Because he get jealous.
Yes, it's masturbating really
Phaedra, what the hell wrong with Spice?
Because she has nothing else going on. And while she's sitting around running around talking about my husband and the father of my children, and she spends her weekends cuddling through spark.
Thank you, Tyra. Okay, so let's go ahead and elaborate on what Spice is talking about. Sex demons are real, okay? Typically, a sex demon interacts with a human person when sex has been initiated in a vile format, such as rape or such as sexual molestation or anything like that. I myself have 2 sex demons. Yeah, I do. And they're actually in my tarot deck. If you guys know my tarot, go ahead in the comment section and tell me which 2 cards represent the lustful demons that I have or have occupied my spiritual consciousness or atmosphere. This is typically how sex demons transfer from one individual to the next individual. It comes with a level of perversion or a level of vile, menacing activity involved with sex. That is when you adopt a sex demon or a sex demon adopts you, as she is speaking about. Masturbation does not, I want to disprove this, masturbation does not summon sex demons. Masturbation is a way that we elicit our own creative energy because we are having the fluids such as sperm and whatever happens to y'all girls down there. You know, I don't really mess with women like that.
I'm not gay no more. I am delivered. I don't like men no more. I thought I like women. Women.
Okay, look. So masturbation is self-pleasure. This is you interacting with the consciousness of your soul, that being linked to God. It does not open up portals for sex demons. There has to be a vile element added into that for a portal to open up to the damned to use you. Now, succubus and incubi, and I'm not bi, you know, I'm delivered. That's what I meant.
I'm not gay no more.
Okay, we've had enough of your mouth. We've had enough of your mouth. Whatever your name is, Antoine Bobson, Dobson, Fifi Dobson, whoever that man is. Anyway, we're not talking about him. We're talking about incubus and succubus. Succubus are the female versions of sex demons. Everybody knows the difference between masculine and feminine energy. Feminine energy is more lyrical. It's more creative. It's more passionate. Masculine energy is more aggressive, more beat that shit with a bat type of energy, and things of this nature. Sex demons require you to ejaculate. I can ejaculate about 12 motherfucking times. Yeah. A day. well, everybody knows that my body produces way too much testosterone, and I don't know if that's directly linked to the sex demons that have inhabited my consciousness or whatever. But they do put a lock and key on your vagina and on your dick. They will ruin relationships. They will make sex with anybody aside from yourself a bit oblique, and it's harder to ejaculate because of that. Raise your hand, and I'm going to get real candid with you. Raise your hand if you've found more pleasure in masturbation than actually having sex with someone. Well, that's me right about now, because Bootz ain't had none in a while. Okay, so let's be clear. But I want to disprove what she's saying. Masturbation does not open up the portals for these demons to interact with your consciousness. A vile sexual nature and or activity and acting upon that will elicit a sex demon in your reality, or has the potential to do so. How do you know if you have a sex demon on you? It's difficult to get aroused with other individuals. It's you'll find that even keeping relations when it comes to passion might be a bit obscured, because those demons really do get jealous. And the thing about it is, most people are unaware that there is a ethereal force or a spirit or demon attacking them sexually, so they feel like that they are the problem. Okay, and it's not really true. You're not the problem.
But now it's the problem.
You're not the problem at all. How do you deal with a sex demon? You can banish them. You can ward them off, X, Y, and Z. And if I'm being extremely candid with you, I know I've talked a lot about my sexual molestation happening in my youth, and everybody is like, I'm sorry. Let me tell you something. Do not be sorry for my life experiences, because if it had not been for that experience, I probably wouldn't be as psychic as I am right now. The truth. Don't ever weep for an experience that somebody's had, especially if they've gotten over it and acclimated that experience into their consciousness. I'm grateful for every struggle God has given me, because if it hadn't been for that, I wouldn't be here. So therefore, I'm grateful for the demons and or the sex demons that actually elicited during that time period. Like I said, when I was raped in the orphanage, I left my body and I came back with more than a few gifts. But apparently Jezebel and the lust card wanted to come too. And they definitely came. My body, again, at that time period, I was 7, 8 years old. And I didn't know what sex was. I just knew that this was an experience that I didn't feel was wrong, which is weird, I know. But I didn't feel like it was wrong. I felt like it opened up a portal to spirit, because I was in a fight or flight type of mentality here. And again, we talked about that in the Dreamweavers preview on Lamar Odom's reading from yesterday. When you're in a fight or flight state, your consciousness expands, and other entities and deities are aware of this, and they can either come through with you, or they can torture you, or that experience can lead to your torturing. I pray for you guys as of right now, whether you're dealing with a succubus, incubus, or you just a nasty ass bitch. I really pray that whatever experiences you've had with sex acclimate in a way that can be used and transmuted for positive energy for you, like I've done. I really do, because there's a lot of trauma out here involving these demons. Okay. I do. Okay. And so don't weep for me. Do I feel like, because of my succubus and incubus, I'm as gay as I am? I don't fucking know. Okay, I just know that my dick goes up for a nigga. I don't know if that's because of the individual that raped me, having been a male, something happened with the deities or the entities that came through, and all of a sudden I'm dressing like a bitch and I like girls. I don't fucking know. You don't know. Just accept people for who the fuck they is, and then we'll be all right. How about that? But But back to the topic of discussion. No, masturbation does not lead to sex demons. It has to be a vile element. So let's say you're watching child porn while you're masturbating. Your morality says, oh, this is wrong, but I'm turned on by it. You've opened up a portal for an incubus to come through. Okay. And just to, kind of go back to the other conversation we had and bring it full-fledged home here. Entities, deities, spirits, they live in the ethereal and the astral planes in the spirit realm, right? They don't have physical form. There are certain things such as, let's just say, earth, fire, wind, and water, north, east, south, west. In the center is spirit that conjure certain energies. This, as a brujo, I know how to do. And as a magical practitioner community, you guys know this as well. Witches, brujas, magical practitioners, oracle shamans, we all manipulate physical items to bring about a spiritual change, right? The difference is normal people do this. They just are unaware that that's what they're doing. So you get raped and then all of a sudden you're a lesbian. Well, that is a demon. It is, that has come through and said, okay, this experience summoned me, so I'm going to make it to where you never have to go through this again. Now, demon is the wrong word for succubus and incubus because they live in a lust plane. Lust is stereotypically negative energy, but it's not. Lust and sex and attraction is the last primal thing that we got. Okay, that's the last thing we got. Creationism is the last thing that we got, which is why I use sperm in my rituals. It's why I instruct my girls to use menstrual blood in their rituals, because that is the organic nature of spirit. That is not in essence demonic. The usage of it is demonic, okay? The intention behind what it is you're doing with your menstrual blood, what it is you're doing with your semen, that is between you and the conspirating energies that revolve around your atmosphere. Now, let's put this into context with who's delivering the information. Spice, she's clearly from the islands because she be talking about that what to go on and all that type of stuff, you know what I'm saying?
Smoking crack on live. That's me. That's me.
Well, I don't think that was her smoking crack on live, but Spice is a reggaeton artist. I really enjoyed this one scene of her walking on stage, and she was bobbing with a suitcase and shit. Iconic. And she's really doing well on Love and Hip Hop. I've never met Spice. But I know that Spice is from the islands. You can hear it in her voice. Therefore, I know that her family and her lineage are very spiritually connected to the ancestors and to things of this nature. I do not know what her religion is. But for her to say that, she got that from somewhere. Therefore, I feel like this could be a succubus or incubus passed down to her from her family. Generational curses dealing with succubus and incubus are the most easily transmittable spirits, deities, lustful entities, because sex is something that we all experience. We wouldn't have gotten here without sex. Okay, so when she says masturbation summons a succubus or an incubus, no, baby, that summons it for you. Okay, that's for you. It goes back to the Lamar reading. I think that these people contextualize their life and feel like their spirituality applies to everyone, something somewhat similar to the Christian community, and it's just not true. Now, Spice, I don't know who you fucking, I don't know if you fucking anybody, I don't know if you're with somebody or whatever, but if you want to get that up off of you, you better come see the best in the game. It's real easy.
Because now it's the problem.
All right. That was good. All right.